Hello, hi. My name is Cynthia, and this is Wiser Women channel. Um, my channel is for women, especially married women. If you're going through a difficult time in your marriage and you feel like it is in failure mode and you just don't know what to do, you have no one to talk to, especially your spouse, and there is no one else that you feel like is able to help you, then I want to tell you that I will be your coach, your marriage coach. Uh, I myself have went through a lot, and I'm still going through a lot. As long as we are human and we are two people, man and woman, trying to live together, trying to bring all of our ideas together, our likes and our dislikes, our characters, our behaviors. As long as you have two people like that, it is going to be a struggle, but it does not have to be so daunting as to where you want to just throw in the towel and give up. We can't do that. We can't do that. You are able to conquer this. God said that his word said that we are more than conquerors. And you can conquer this. When you learn a few things, then you will be able to de-stress and enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey, and knowing that it is a task, but yet and still you can have joy going through it. So I designed the marriage blueprint for her, and briefly I'm going to tell you that it is something wonderful that changed my life. It is where God came in and he just like the light bulb came on. And it's like, why are you stressing over these things? Why are you allowing these things to determine your attitude, determine your mood, determine what you're going to say? We can't do that. And it is so profound that I had to write it and put it in writing. And I wanted to share it with as many as I can. And I'm going to be offering that shortly here. I'm still working out the kinks on it and putting it together. But I still want to be a point of reference for you. I want to be a point of contact for you if you need that. If you need that person, if you need that someone, you can reach out to me. I am not standoffish. I am not here to make millions. I'm not here just to make money off of this. This is something that God gave me. And I do have a small fee because it did cost me to put it together. So there is a small fee, but I'm going to be sharing some bits of it as I go on this throughout this channel. So if you are an aspiring you're married and you're even aspiring to be married, if you want to be married, I want you to know that this is something that you need to know before you get married. Unlike me, I'll be married 27 years this year. So, and I wasn't told a lot. I didn't understand a lot. My mom, I was married briefly and just didn't know anything to share with me and didn't share anything with me. So I learned as I went. I learned from observing people in the community, people at work, on TV, on movies. And unfortunately, that is not where we need to just learn about marriage. There's some things we need to be taught before we get married. These are some things we need to be taught before we get married. So you can, you go into it knowing, is this something I'm going to be able to put up with for the rest of one of our lives, whom, until death do us part. And people take that vow and they don't understand what death do us part. Until death do us part, they don't take that, they don't understand. That's exactly what it means. It means until then, you're going to persevere, you're going to push until then. And it can be wonderful when you learn a few things. Now, you have no control over the other person. And I hope I'm talking to only women, because this is who this is for. You have no control of the other person. You're not going to be able to control their behavior. You're not going to be able to control what they do, what they say, how they act, how they respond. But you can control you and how you act and how you respond and your behavior and all that. You have control over that. And once you learn a few key things about how to handle that, you're not stressing anymore. You're not stressing over the fact that I didn't get my way on something, or something wasn't said right to me, or we're not going to the place that I wanted to go to. Everything has to go. No, that's not what marriage is about. That's not what the Bible says, that we as women, we should be submitting to our husband and our husband likewise. So, in a perfect world, the way it is supposed to go is that we're both doing that. We're both interacting interchangeably, where we're allowing each one to have a say in the matter. And then after that, overall, make the best decision based on finances, based on whatever the issue may be going on. If you're wanting to buy, we need to buy a vehicle. He may want this. You may want this. It costs your costs are going to be different. So then you're going to be, you're making your argument for this, he's making his argument for that. No, what you want to do is you want to write down each pro and con on each thing. And then at the end, you both make the best decision. And when you make that decision, you walk away from that decision not resentment. Don't allow resentment to come in when you make a decision like that, when you make any decision. If you've agreed upon it, then you've agreed upon it. If you agreed upon it, then squash it. Don't let it come back up at a later date and say, you did this and you did that and I didn't want to do that. You can't do that. You will keep those wheels turning if you'll keep having these highs and lows when you want a level playing field. Now, like I said, you can't control what your husband do, but you do have control over you. And if you agree to something and you said it, don't go back later and bring it up and throw it back up in his face. You know what I'm saying? So these are some of the things that are in the marriage blueprint for her. I want to encourage you to stick with me. I want to encourage you to go on this journey with me, because I can help you. And if I know you have something that you can help me with, help someone else with. So that's why we are here. We are here to be helpers one to another. So I want you to, this is actually my first video for this channel. This is my first video for this channel. And it has been weighing on me so to do this months now. Actually, I started last year to do something, but I didn't know what to do. So I just decided that this year I need to do something. And I want to do something that makes an impact in the lives of others that may not know some things that I know. You're younger. Uh, like I said, you just got married, or this is before you get married. You may want to look at some things before you get married. It is so important. You need to know the person that you're marrying. You need to understand, am I willing to deal with these things? And there are things that may come up later. Trust me. There may be some things that's not there now. They may come up later. Like a sickness. Like a sickness. I'll tell you a brief story. I guess I considered her friend. I thought she was a friend. And I thought she was Christian like I, a follower of Christ, of Jesus. And her husband got sick. My husband had some issues. My husband has some health issues. But thank the Lord, he's doing well and are able to just function fine and do everything that he needs to do. God has brought him through so many hurdles, and I'm thankful. But his friend and that he grew up with, he got sick and could not, had one surgery, had to go back and have the same surgery the next year. And the wife, she just couldn't deal with it. She couldn't deal with it anymore. She went through it. She went through it. She couldn't deal with it, and he died. But right before he died, I would say about 6 months maybe, she left him for another man. She left him for another man. And I think already she already had a relationship with this man, because her husband had gotten sick and probably was not able to function physically as he used to. So, and she was a little bit younger than he. And so she left him. Now, she would still go back and forth to the house, kind of to just check on him, maybe out of guilt, to just, and that's not what you want to do. You never want to do that, because what if the shoe were on the other foot and you got sick? You never leave someone in their hour in their greatest hour of need. You never leave them. So there's a lot that you need to understand as a wife. You need to understand, and if you're not willing to go through all this, then the single life may be for you. But the single life means you can't pretend marriage in the single life. If you're going to be a follower of Christ, then you can't be, you have to live that way. You can't have your cake and eat it too. So these are some things that you need to know, and you need to have an understanding about some things before you get married. But even though now you're already married, if you're already married, young or old, it doesn't matter. There's still hope. As long as there's breath in your body, there is hope, and you can conquer that mountain. You can conquer the mountain in your marriage. You can conquer it. I know you can, because I have. And I want to thank you for listening to me. I want to thank you for allowing me into your space. If you need this help, you need this encouragement, you need this, please continue with me on this journey. Please subscribe and look for me, because I am here to help you, and I am here to help you move to the next level in your marriage relationship and your relationship with God. You may not be able to control your husband, but you got to see yourself rising to the next level. And you're going to stand on the top of that mountain with your flag and wave it. So I appreciate it. I thank you. And I look for me in my next video. Thank you. Have a great day.